How's it going, Hawks fans? Welcome to another parking lot preview. We are here at Red Wilson Field in Yarmouth as we are ready for a matchup between the two best teams in the Cape League. We have the West Division leading Hyannis Harbor Hawks and the East Division leading YD Red Sox. I'm Mike Najarian, joined as always by Tim Brown, and we have a special guest today, broadcaster Graham Nash. And Tim, last night, Hyannis with a big win, fog-shortened win over Falmouth.
Yeah, absolutely. A 5-run third inning for the Harbor Hawks there, and they've gotten used to those early explosions, and it really helped them out in an unprecedented situation there with the fog coming in. Falmouth fielders not feeling right, I believe, that in the fifth inning warm-ups, and ultimately the game got called short. Big win for the Hawks.
Yeah, Graham, obviously big inning for the Harbor Hawks in the third. They scored 5 runs. We've noticed that's kind of been a habit for the team lately. They've been scoring early, and usually that's led to success. What have you seen from the Hyannis offense watching while broadcasting?
Yeah, it's interesting. It all kind of stems from the free passes. They get so many chances, whether it's via a walk or a hit batsman or even an infield error from the opposing team, and that's just kind of sparked something. We saw it in the third. Jeff Luigi, the new guy, got that walk and then 4 straight hits, I believe, for Hyannis hitting. It's just kind of uncanny how they take those free passes and just turn it into something seemingly out of nowhere. And then, yeah, I mean, I asked Mitch Carricker a while ago. I was like, are you guys like trying to get on the board early? Are you trying to ambush the other team? And he's like, no, it's just kind of how things are going right now. So I'm sure they're not complaining, but it's so wild how in the first 3 innings they seem to score every game right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously it's led to great things for the Hawks, who are atop the West Division. This matchup in particular has the two best offenses in the Cape League and two of the best pitching staffs in the Cape League. Tim, who's Hyannis throwing on the mound today?
Well, Carson Yassa is going to start on the bump for the Harbor Hawks today. He last time out threw 2 1/3 innings against the Katuitt Kettleers, where he didn't allow a hit, got the win, but had 4 walks there. Just a little bit of control issues. That flamethrower righty will try to get that more under control today, going against a tough Yarmouth-Dennis team.
Yeah, obviously the Hawks pitching staff, they've done a great job of striking out guys. That's kind of been their MO for really all season. Graham, what have you seen? Obviously the strikeouts are big. What else has really been working for the pitching staff?
They still do a really good job pitching to contact. They are getting a lot of strikeouts, but still, when the strikeouts aren't necessarily working, they'll get weak ground balls that stay in the infield. They'll get those pop flies. I don't know what's happening here. But they do things like that very well still, despite the fact that the strikeouts aren't working. And there have been a couple cases recently where innings 1 through 4, there's only maybe 1 strikeout, and then 5 through 9, it just skyrockets. The strikeouts, so it's like they pull it out of nowhere sometimes. They can still get those strikeouts, but the pitch to contact is great.
Yeah, it was really working last night for Evan Blanco in the shortened start he had pitching 3 innings, but it was enough for Hyannis to get the win anyway. As for the East Division leaders, the YD Red Sox, they've got a teammate of Harbor Hawks, Jackson Willits and Jason Walk. They've got Dylan Tate on the mound today, righty pitcher from Oklahoma. This is only going to be his second start of the season, second appearance in general as well. His last time out was the 22nd against Falmouth. Pitched 3 innings, allowed 2 runs, struck out just 2 guys, 3 hits, 2 walks. At Oklahoma this year, he also didn't really get a lot of playing time either. Appeared in just 2 games, 5 innings total, 1 run allowed, 6 strikeouts. It's really an interesting arm that I think, obviously, we haven't seen a lot of in the NCAA or on the Cape, but Hyannis and Yassa on the mound today also going to have their hands full with the YD offense. A couple of guys in particular, we have AJ Soldra. He's hitting .423 as an OPS of almost 1,300. He's got 3 homers, 7 runs batted in. And another one, infielder Chris Hakopian. He's got an OPS in 700, slugging .368. He's got 7 RBIs as well, just 1 home run, but is drawing walks really well. He's got 7 walks so far this season. It's a matchup of the two best pitching staffs. The YD pitching staff is at the top of the league in most statistical categories. The YD offense, I've noticed, is second in a lot of statistical categories. The one team there behind, it's the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. And we'll kind of wrap things up here. We'll do some player of the game predictions and score predictions. Tim, we'll start with you.
Well, for my player of the game, I talked to Mitch Carricker yesterday about how big the top of this lineup has been for the Harbor Hawks, and he mentioned a guy in Ryan McKay who got a rest day yesterday, but back in the lineup today. He's going to be big at the top of the lineup. I'm taking him to have a couple of ribbies in here, definitely a couple of hits. He's been powerful. And for my score prediction, man, you know me. I've been daring. I've been taking a lot of high scores.
Yeah.
Why not stick with it? This needs to be a slug out between two of the best teams in this league. I want an 8-6 Hyannis win.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Definitely going high scorer there. Graham, what about you?
You know, you took my guy. You took Ryan McKay. He was definitely at the top of my list as well. That's a tough break. Man, I've been trying to think ever since I heard you say McKay, who I would go with. I like Jason Walk.
Okay.
Walk also in the lineup today. He's been bumped up a little bit. He's kind of been fluctuating in the lower half of the lineup. Now I believe he's leading off right in front of Ryan McKay, and he's going up against an Oklahoma teammate who's pitching for YD. So I think that he's going to get some good things going early. I think he knows what the pitching is going to be like right out of the gate. And he's been really close to a couple big hits. He's drawn a lot of walks. He's gotten himself on base. I think he's going to have a good one. For score prediction, we were talking about this before, how no one has taken the opposing team. I'm wondering if it's time. I'm wondering if it's my time. Well, the only reason that I would lean towards it is because they're on a big win streak, and their pitching is better than the Harbor Hawks. That's the only thing I'm looking at. I think it's also going to be high. I'm going to go 7-6 YD.
Okay.
Ooh,
all right.
That's a heartbreaker.
I know. I'm sorry.
I do like the Jason Walk pick, especially going against a teammate of his in Oklahoma. We saw Matthew Mira against Orleans go deep on the very first pitch of the game against the teammate of his from Hawaii. And even against Falmouth last night, not a teammate of his, he still almost went deep on the very first pitch. I think I'm going to go towards another SEC product. I like Hayden Federico today. He's been really one of the most consistent hitters for Hyannis all season. He's even had a little bit of flair in the outfield as well. A couple nice catches. So give me Hayden Federico as a player of the game. I think he's going to have a really nice day on both sides of the ball. In terms of a score prediction, I also like a high scorer today just because we do have the top two offenses in the league going at it today. Graham went 7-6. I also think it's going to be a one-run game, but I think it's going to be 8-7, and I think it's going to be in favor of Hyannis over YD.
All right.
Yeah. I
like it.
Yeah. I think we only got one thing left to say. Let's go Hawks. Go Hawks!